How many of you have constantly felt pressure? The need to climb the career ladder, hit those financial goals, always be on. We are told that success looks a certain way: the fancy job, the fancy degree, the big paycheck, the constant hustle. But what happens when you achieve those things and still feel empty? That feeling, my friends, is at the heart of what I am calling the purpose paradox. We are living in a time where we are driven to achieve, to accumulate, but there's this deep underlying hunger for something more. Welcome back to the Unfold Learning Podcast. This is your host, Kaustav, an engineer turned into a school teacher, a HR professional, a trainer, a facilitator, and now creating content to be in this journey with you all. If you're new to this space, this is the space where we deepen our nuances with aspects of personal development, self-discovery, and growth mindset. My intent is to help you make it more intentional because, trust me, they are the imperatives. And by breaking stereotypes or the conventions. So, if you're new to this channel, do subscribe, do hit the notification button, and if you're coming back, then welcome to the Unfold Learning Podcast. Now, if you are in your 20s or 30s, you probably will get this. Research actually shows that while career success and financial stability are still important to the newer generation, and when I say newer generation, probably I'll put myself into it in terms of the millennials, the Gen Zs, and probably the Alpha eventually. However, there's a massive shift towards wanting purpose-driven work and a life that aligns with our core values. It's not just about money anymore. Let me know in the comment section if you think I'm wrong. We are increasingly motivated by opportunities to make a positive impact, to contribute to the causes which are much bigger than ourselves, and we really care about it. And often we are prioritizing those values over purely monetary rewards. How many of you will be okay to get a lower pay check, but get to do a work which is much bigger than yourself, which adds an impact to a particular cause, and where you know that you're genuinely and truly making an impact and making a difference? This desire for meaning is also where we are seeing so many people explore non-traditional career paths. But what I want you to understand that it's not about just the flexibility. It's actually about the autonomy and a lot of other things. It's about having the control to pursue your passions, develop your skill sets, and potentially align your profession or your professional aspects with your personal values. These aren't just side hustles. There's more meaning to it. They often are the expressions of our deeper purpose. So how do we actually start finding purpose beyond this hustle? Let's dive into some concrete strategies. And as usual, I'm going to share with you a framework that I found really helpful, which I applied myself, and I call it to be the why ladder. For any job, any project, or even daily tasks, keep asking yourself why. And this is how you're going to use this framework of the why ladder. Well, as you can see on your screen, let me give you an example. Let's say you're working on a marketing campaign. I'm just giving an example. Now, what you need to do is you need to do 5 levels of why. Number 1, the what. I'm creating social media posts. Number 2, how. I'm using specific design software and writing engaging captions. Level 3, why. Initial. This is the first layer of that why. To increase the brand awareness and sales. Now again ask why. Now this is getting another layer deeper because this brand offers a product that genuinely helps to solve a problem. Level 5, another why. Now this is where it starts getting to the purpose alignment. Why? By effectively communicating the value of this product, I am contributing to a company that improves the people's lives in specific ways. Now, this is where it gets interesting. What I would say is that keep climbing the ladder of why till you reach a point where you feel that you truly resonate with it. You truly align with the meaning and the values that you value. And that's where, my friend, lies the purpose of what you do day in, day out. But purpose isn't only about careers. For many of us, strong personal relationships and active involvement in our communities serve significant meaning and fulfillment. Think about the joy you feel when spending quality time with your loved ones, helping a neighbor, or volunteering for a cause you believe in. Nurturing those connections and contributing to something larger than ourselves provides a powerful sense of belonging and that purpose. But all of this will come at a cost. Let me remind you. And this is potentially for a slower, less immediate, quantifiable form of success compared to the metrics that we often refer to or that stereotypically gets celebrated. It requires investing time, being intentional about your energy and effort, and it will, and you need to accept this, that it may not yield results or validation as quick as you would want it to be. It's not about immediate gratification, it's about engaging, immersing yourself in a process and seeing through that process and eventually help you to be a better human being for yourself and for the people around you. So I hope you'll be able to incorporate the why ladder into your day-to-day actions, your goal setting, etc., anything that you do. But let me also summarize a few more strategies that you can actually use on a day-to-day basis to be aligned with your purpose. Well, before I do that, let me also give you a bit of a caveat because I have myself gone through it. Quite often, we eventually get into this whole thing of, hey, what's my purpose? Is this the right thing to do? How do I do it? Etc. etc. Don't make it so big. Purpose in this life is very simple. You, as a human being, being able to think, being able to do, being able to feel, matters. The question is, how do you leverage it to the most? And that's where the purpose lies. So, just giving you a few more strategies that probably you can practice, and of course, do let me know which works, which did not work in the comment section below, and would love to engage in a continuous conversation and sharing of ideas. Well, number one, reflect on your passions and interests. Think about it in a way. What is that something, or what are those things that you are really, really passionate about? A quick indicator is that you can talk on it for hours and hours and hours. By the way, I can actually talk for hours, but in the interest of everybody's time, that's why I make this script so that I am succinct and I am sticking to the time limit. But yeah, this is what I'm passionate about. So think about it for yourself. Number two, identify your strengths and talents, something that you are best at and nobody else is. Third, explore different avenues. Now, this is what is very important. Quite often, I find people who say that, hey, I've done my major in this, I've done my bachelor's in this, and this is what I'm an expert of. Well, you need to be an expert of being open to experiences and opportunities, right? Don't hold yourself back. Don't put yourself in a box. Trust me, you can do anything and everything. You just need to, put your might to it and put your effort to it. Of course, I'm not talking about extremes, but think about it, right? If you close yourself, then there is only that much that you will give yourself a chance with opportunities, right? Connect with like-minded people. The most important, remove everybody who are not like-minded. I mean, do connect with them, but make sure you have that judgment to understand who are really contributing to your growth, progress, and who really and genuinely feel happy with your happiness, right? And that's important, because if you're not happy, a lot of people will come and give you their shoulder, but that will primarily come out of or stem out of the pity that they would want to share for you, right? So think about this. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. I think there is so much that we can be grateful about, and quite often we kind of trivialize it. We don't do it, but be grateful to the things that you have, to the people that you have, to the work that you do. And the last one is the most important: start small. You don't have to do all of this in one go. It's a process, it's a journey. You and I and everybody else are and will always be a work in progress. The only difference, if we would want to create, would be about how much of an effort that we are trying to put in deliberately and mindfully to be that better human being. Also, if you found this video helpful, then you know the drill. You need to like, share, subscribe. That really encourages. By the way, that's the only token and validation that I have for myself. Do follow the shorts. You can find Unfold Learning at Instagram as well. And also, I've given in the link box my newsletter, which I try to put every week, but it's on and off. But that's more organically to connect, to put my personal side out there. And remember, finding your purpose is not always a straightforward journey. There will be ups, there will be downs, you're rock bottom. But remember that you are not alone in this quest. Go out there, explore, connect, and discover the unique purpose that lies within you. That's my time. Thank you very much for being there, and take care of yourself and people around you, and be in the journey to be a better human being every single day. Thank you very much.